And we are live and direct. Listen, as you enter the building, go ahead up the chat. Let me know you in the building. As you enter this live, as you enter this building, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. Man, today is a beautiful day. Got the birds chirping in the background. I hope that's not a distraction to this live, but I got the birds chirping in the background. As you enter this building, go hit up the chat. Let me know you in this live. I would like to say thank you to all my supporters, man, for the continued support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Those who gave super chats, super thanks, gifts, thank you, thank you, thank you. As you enter the building, go ahead up the chat. As you enter this building, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. We got several things to talk about today. As you enter the building, go ahead hit up the chat. As you enter the building, go ahead and hit up the chat. I hope y'all having a good day. We're at the top of the week on Monday. Started off to see how it's gonna go. Listen, man, to me, it's a good day. I'm having a good day. As I always say, any day above ground for me is a win. Any day above ground for me is a win. Any day above ground for me is a win. As you enter the building, dirty money. Hey man, watch your mouth, man. I don't do that politics thing. I ain't like far as a party. I'm either independent or just a swing voter. I vote for what's best. Not a Democrat, dirty money. But listen, man, as y'all enter this building, hit up the chat. Let me know you in the building. Dirty Money said you're missing a good chance. What you talking about, Dirty Money? I'm ready to go and get started, man. Listen, I'm about to go ahead and get started. We got a little bit of noise in the background. I might have picked a bad spot, but I'm gonna fight it out. Today, man, I'm talking about China. Might be a bad spot. Anyway, he won't be here. He won't be here long. Today, I'm talking about. Man, he's right here next to me too. Give him a minute to keep on going. Hey, I got a little bit of noise in the background. I'm trying to let him do what he do so I can keep it moving. Got a little bit of noise in the background, man. But that's what happens when you go on live. Anything can happen. Today, man, Trump is losing this tariff war with China. He's losing hands down. And he will lose this one easily. Trump will lose this tariff war with China. I got a little noise in the background, y'all. Hang with me. Hopefully he'll keep it moving. He doing something with the grass around here, so gotta respect what he doing as well. But my topic today, Christian hooligan, what's your secret? Get it off your chest. So my message was held up. I gave money to a homeless man for hanky. I'm gonna delete that, man. Remove. Listen, what I'm talking about today is Trump is clearly losing this tariff war. Trump with China. Trump is clearly losing this tariff war with China. Because what he just did, he put 145% tariffs on China. But he backpedaled once again and said, no, I'm not going to do iPhones, iPads, and computers. And the reason they'll find Divine said, yes, he is. He losing this hands down. Trump is losing hands down. That's why he coming out lying to people that's going to just believe anything he say and say, I got deals. Everybody's calling me. Trump is losing big time. And what he going to end up doing is leave America behind in the smoke. We don't want that smoke with China, man. We don't want that smoke, man. Because what we was doing, what they were doing in America, they were so arrogant, trying to be superior, mistreating minorities, blacks, Latinos. They weren't really focusing on production like China and other countries. China is producing everything. Dirty Money said, bro, scared of China. For real. Listen, man. Take a break, some people, man. Listen to me for 1 minute. Take a break. Get out of your political stance because you won't be able to grow. You won't be able to see the truth, and you won't be able to learn. China doing a thing, man. Listen, we probably would prefer a war with them, and I don't even think we want a real war with China, but not no tariff war. We don't want that smoke. They've been producing. They run in circles around the United States, man. Hey, AKS 97, man. Keep it simple, man. I appreciate you here, but keep your thoughts to yourself unless you're bringing something to the table. What I'm talking about today, man, is Trump is losing this tariff war with China. And for my people on the Republican side or MAGA side, get your mind out of that for a minute. Just be real with yourself. Trump keep backing down, but he keeps saying 70 countries are calling me, and he studied lying to the American people, man. And then another thing, he manipulating these stocks. See, it's a game to him. It's not a game to us because we are going to be the ones who suffer. Dirty Money said, no longer America first. Nothing to see here. So he can't say which ones are calling either because ain't nobody calling, man. And that's why Trump keep changing. Ain't nobody else changing but Trump. But he lied to the American people. He is lying to the American people. Dirty Money said, I brought into U.S. Steel 2 months ago. Okay, good move. But as a country, man, we losing because this is the reason, though. And it usually happens to bullies. When you're a bully, sometimes your car get pulled and you get bullied. And that's what happened with America right now. American by grace. You don't understand, evidently. You saying, I don't understand the tariffs. Trump is evidently losing. Why is he the only one backpedaling? Just be a man. You're going to put 145% tariffs on China, stand on business. He can't do that. The goal is for him and his billionaires to make money through these inside trades. So I think you need to open your eyes, American by grace. Right now, Trump is losing, man. And the world see this. Don't be a fool, man. This is the thing. Let me go back to that comment, man. How many American products are actually on Chinese shelves? Great question. Great question. Scammer in chief. Listen, man, this man is scamming his followers. His billionaires making money. I guarantee you, y'all not making money. It's very few of y'all because the regular American citizens, that's not who he's thinking about. He don't care nothing about no American citizens. Tariffs are killing small businesses in America. It's Trump's fault. Out of the box. Thanks for sharing that. That's a fact, man. But when you bring it up, people gonna automatically think political. No, Trump is great. Okay, but right now Trump is destroying, man, this country, man. The little man is losing big time. Okay, Dirty Money, he might have did make you 9,000, right? But if you keep holding on to his stuff, hopefully you cashed out. Because if you keep holding on to the Trumpster, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, man. Cosmic Sage, it ain't about fixing the problem, but what Trump is doing is complete opposite. He destroying the country and the economy, but he lied to you and said on day one he was going to fix it. Right. Man, nothing to see. That's powerful. Asking how many American products are on Chinese shelves is like asking how many haircuts has my barber bought from me. It's a one-way street. So why are you going to pick a fight with somebody like that? Why are you picking a fight with somebody you cannot beat, man? You can big boy these minorities here in this country because that's what he do. Picking on people, sending them out of the country illegally. So he big and bad against these small people. But guess what? He getting smacked in the mouth by China and the world is seeing it. Dalpine said, I miss Sleepy Joe. Yeah. Listen, Paul L said, what's your solution? Anything but Trump. Because Trump is a failed businessman that got y'all fooled. He's a scammer. Bankruptcy 6 times. So don't ask me, but I tell you this, Trump is not the answer. Trump is not the answer. But that's why the hot mic caught him laughing in the White House with the billionaire buddies. Oh yeah, you made 1.9 billion, you made 900 million. Because it's a money grab, but y'all can't see it. Mike Will, the topic today, man, is Trump is losing the tariff war with China, big time. China smacking Trump around like a Raggedy Ann doll. And Raggedy Ann was an old doll back in the day, like had red hair and freckles. Any of y'all remember the Raggedy Ann doll? Well, Trump getting smacked around like a Raggedy Ann doll. But he lied, he want to look big. He need to sit down, man. He barking up the wrong tree. He need to sit down and get his stuff together and worry about the American people instead of fronting and study trying to get your billionaire buddies paid. Cosmo says it's called closing the borders. Listen, man, all that closing the border stuff is old. Okay, if he did that, okay, he get something for that. He ain't did nothing for the American people, man. Because higher prices, and prices are higher. Y'all can say what you want. Somebody say, he is fixing it, wait and see. Listen, man, he making people money now. You the one still waiting. He getting up money now. But he know y'all blind and gonna listen to anything he say and continue to drink his juice. He making his buddies billionaires. They making money right now while you talking about wait. Only one can know me, said he only cares about his billionaire friends. They sent the brother to the El Salvador prison and don't want to bring him home. Listen, man, and then the crazy thing about it, the El Salvador president is coming here this week, and I guarantee you, because if he want to bring that man home, he can bring that man home. But he's so arrogant. That's how he do when he's dealing with minorities. But he done met his match with China, and China is smacking this man around like a rag doll. Diane Ramos, out of the box, said +1 on Joe. For real. Cosmic Sage, bye. You ain't going yet? He a scammer, that's what he was. Richard Collins said Jesus is the answer. Serpa, how you doing? Paul L., more power to you. If you'd rather have Trump, you don't see the whole picture, man. Trump ain't got nothing for you, man, but lies. But continue to drink his juice, man. More power to you. AKS, it ain't about Democrats and Republicans, because I don't represent either. But I'm going to tell you this, the clown we got for a president is not good for American citizens. It's a money grab for him and his billionaire buddies. That's why he put the tariffs on China, but he hurried up and backpedaled and said, no, I'm not going to put the iPhones, I'm not going to put tablets, and I'm going to take off, I ain't going to tariff the computers. That man weak as water. Diane Ramos said, I agree 100. Mike Will said, yeah, we remember them dials. Dirty money. Del Pond said, that's true. Byron Floor, hey, China, I ain't got nothing to do with this. That's me too. Hey, Byron, I'm with you. Hey, China, I ain't got nothing to do with this, man. That's on him. I ain't got nothing to do with this, China. China is running circles around America, man. America was too busy discriminating against their own citizens, mistreating their own citizens. They forgot about production, and China been running circles around us since then. They weren't about taking people votes and doing all that and Jim Crow and all that. That's why they fell behind. China is running circles around this country. And Trump thought he was so big and bad, now he's been exposed. Julie, can you say hey, Julie Life, what's up? Did you get that? Dirty money. Hyundai handed out billions in American investments. We talking about this President Trump. Listen, he losing this tariff war, man. He should have known better to pick on the king of productions, man. And then, now check this out. You know, we be looking in the hats and all that, say made in China. Man, they said 80% of stuff that's made, even without the made in China sticker, is made in China. And then they send it to another country and they put made in Taiwan or made in the USA. Man, China is running circles around this country. Stedman said everything going on is a wake-up call. People need to come together and stop the crazy. Yeah, we need to tell that to the top, because the top is the most divisive. This president here is the most divisive, man. You can't even disagree with him. That's the problem. So far as democracy, he trying to take all that. Human rights, civil rights, he want to take. American by Grace said, we were being laughed at by the world while we gave every country try all our money. It must stop now. Okay. Dirty Money said many countries have invested billions in America. Yeah. Because they know King James said MAGA. Okay, but MAGA ain't going to help you on this, man. Aloha, bro. I'm out. Paul L., appreciate you. King James said, what up? DM, good seeing you, bud. Good seeing you, King James. I'm skipping that. Follow said, Trump American strong juice is right. For law, you're wrong. Caleb, but the person saying Megan Thee Stallion millions of dollars to twerk on stage was a better option. Listen, man, y'all need to talk about this crazy president that we got and all that he doing. Y'all point fingers at everybody but Trump, who is the main problem. He the problem today. And y'all keep looking back. And he want to go back to some of the worst times in America. It ain't about making America great. He want to make it white. And that's why he losing. That's why China said, nah, man. And smacking him around like a rag doll. Like he need to be smacked around. And he gonna fold. He gonna make an excuse to fold again against China if he know better. Dirty money. We talking about Trump, man. We talking about this clown president that we got that's messing up the economy, doing inside trader, trying to get his buddies. Hey, Bill, respect, Bill. Caleb, I remember when Obama talked about how he want more control in the U.S. and less control for China. Right, but I'm talking about, see, the problem with Trump is how he's doing stuff. He's doing it at the cost of American citizens. That's what he's doing it at. We the ones that are going to suffer. Him and his buddies ain't going to feel it. You and I are going to feel this. Drop the mic. Not even going to read that. Bring something to the table, man. Don't just try to talk about somebody. President Trump. S. Birdie, however you said. Thank you. Dirty money. Trump is going to lose, man. Because people buy from China. That's the thing. And what's wrong with that? But you say you got this this condescending president, think he's superior, trying to promote white supremacy, and he's gonna lose, man. Everybody's not afraid of that. People even in this country is not afraid of that. Even in this country, man, Bernie Sanders and AOC, they rallying all over 50 states, talking against him and how he's trying to run this government. Rushing them bomb to kill them kids, and the only thing this coward can say, oh, they said it was a mistake. Because he's right with Russia. Trump is right with Russia. Usman Isha said, Rachel Reeves, not GP. Okay. Caleb asked who was the better option. As we see, Trump was not the better option, man. He told you day one, we on like day 80. And he still ain't thought nothing about the, helping the price of eggs. Ain't nothing went down since he got in. But guess what? He done filled his buddies' pockets up since he been in. He done made executive orders for them to get tax breaks since he been in. But he did nothing for the American people. Kelly, we're not talking about Democrats. Listen, at least she had a plan. Your boy got a concept of a plan. That's why America is in shambles right now. Trump is the worst president ever, man. It's evident. The world is laughing at this country. And then he's really laughing at the followers who continue to follow this man after seeing all that he does and make excuse after excuse. Well, it is. What would they do? Listen, man, we got a failing president, man. We got a trash president, man. Ace Ventura said, but Trump is a lyrical genius. Yeah, he talk a good game. Listen, hey, Jeff, I've been telling y'all all the stuff he do. I'm not repeating myself over. You go look at it. You look at them 100 and something executive orders. You go back and then you come back and you tell me. Don't ask me to name something, and I've been naming stuff since I've been here. And then he racist, and I tell you he racist, and I point out how he racist, but you still go, well, show me. I don't see it. You don't want to see it, man. Charles B says, salute from Atlanta. Much love. Shout out to Atlanta. UKIP leader, Usman. China's 68% GDP depends on American buyers. Listen, America gonna buy because China make it. America ain't making it. Wake up, man. Fox News got y'all twisted. That's why this MAGA caught, this Trump act caught. It's the worst ever, man. Trump said he can go out in the middle of the street and shoot somebody, and y'all clowns gonna continue to support him. That's sad. That tells you how he see y'all. He know y'all listen to every lie he spit. That's why he say he can't be fact-checked when he do interviews. He got to lie to y'all because he know y'all gonna believe him. Trump is the worst president. Harris would have been way better than what he is. She had a plan. She wanted to do this, but only thing he doing is taking. Ace said, I don't own a single Chinese-made product. Listen, man, Ace Ventura, you didn't listen to me, man. You better do some research. They said 80%, I don't care if you're buying the real Louis bags or whatever, a lot of that stuff is made in China. And then what they do to keep from putting a Chinese sticker on it, they send it to another country, whether it's Vietnam or wherever, to get the final touches. They might put one button on it and they say made there. So I bet you do have stuff made in China. You got an iPhone? Y'all better wake up. A lot of the stuff that say made in America is made in China. They're exposing them right now, man. Y'all better get on board. Sanders said, we the customers pay for the tariffs. Thank you, Sander. Thank you. That's a fact. Diane said China products are cheaper and made better. Dirty Money said, dude said, what's wrong with China producing everything? The issue here is we got an incompetent president. We got an incompetent administration. They don't know how to have good relations outside of the country. Why? Because they think that white superiority works, but it don't work with these other countries, man. It's not working, especially like China. He can bully people in this country. He can mistreat Latinos. He can mistreat black people. He can do all that in this country. Lock people up illegally. He can do all that. But Trump got an answer for his madness. He done barked up the wrong tree. Kabira, you voted for Trump. I didn't. And now even, are you watching the videos, people who regret, even some MAGA people regret their votes, man. His acceptance rate is not over 50%. So for him to win, he was over 50% at one time. His approval rating is under that. Talking about we voted for this. Some of y'all voted for everything he's doing because y'all believe how he believed. Deep in your heart. Somebody said, would you like to talk about Doge? No, because Doge ain't doing nothing but lying. You can't even fact check the website no more. All they do is telling you, we didn't save this, and they lying. They lying. They lying. Arrest somebody if you really doing something you say you doing. That's a money grab. Sanders said he works with Russia. Yes, he does. Russia can do no wrong. Kelly, I know Trump don't have one plan. Harris gave many plans, but right now, stick on Trump right now. Stop trying to deflect. The president is a clown, and he getting smacked around like a rag doll. Big time. China is not playing with him. He put tariffs on China, and then he had a secret call. They said. He begging them, don't retaliate. Well, they did retaliate. They put 125% tariffs. They didn't even match the 145 that America put on them. They just retaliated to show we retaliating, but we really don't care about that because we don't want to hurt our people. But America, on the other hand, they don't care nothing about it. Ace Ventura said we are spending more after Doge. Good observation, man. Great observation. Great observation, man. But people ain't peeping that. Ace Ventura, appreciate that. Sender, Kamala all day. And what's up? Thanks for shouting out my black queen sister, because she deserves respect. Takes money to make money. Listen, man, that's the problem with Trump and this country right now, because it's all a money grab. It's a money grab, man. And guess who's not included in benefiting from this grab? Is the regular American citizen. And until y'all get that through y'all head, y'all continue to drink this juice, this caught juice and MAGA juice and trumpet juice, and continue to be blind. came to go. Said, get him out of the White House now. I went to Walmart yesterday and some egg cartons were ripped open and spread around on the shelves. Wow. Fred 8009. Wow, that was vandalism. Ace Ventura, government spending is up. It is. But they study firing these people. They mistreating veterans. They firing veterans. It don't make no sense, man. Trump ain't got American citizens at heart. This is what it is. Trump's family and his billionaire buddies. That's all it's about. Anybody else, he don't care nothing about it. All he told y'all, it's going to hurt for a little. Y'all keep dealing with it. But it ain't hurting them at all because they doing backdoor trading, laughing about how much money they made. But deal with the citizens. And guess what? He grade tax these pharmaceuticals where the medicine is going to go up for an elderly. This man he not good for this country, man. But y'all keep supporting him. I get the same people coming on this live every day and I explain, and I'm not explaining nothing. If you want to research this clown, you research him. But y'all got to get off of Fox News and conservative radio because they don't do nothing but lie to you. And that's why y'all walk around blind like puppets. I don't blame y'all, man. Y'all can't help it. Y'all don't know no better. I blame that clown president for got y'all walking around like a clown. Fred 8009 gave us 1. The exonerated 5. The Central Park 5. But no matter what we say, Fred, that's why I stopped telling them. They not gonna go with it. These are 5 innocent black teenagers who were wrongly convicted, and then they was acquitted because they found out who really did the crime. But Trump tried to get them to get the death penalty. Caleb, all you're gonna do is come on here and lie, man. You ain't making more money under Trump. If you benefiting, it's still coming from Joe Biden. Trump ain't did nothing to help you or benefit you in no kind of way. What executive order you tell me that he do to help American citizens? And don't say, well, he did this to trans. He locked the border up. I don't want to hear them lies, man. What did he do to help American citizens who's struggling, who live in check to check? He did absolutely nothing. Liverpool when the premiere. Luke Laney said, I agree. China making and selling is over. Okay. No, listen, Kelly. I know you're a loyalist, but he lied and said he didn't know nothing about Project 2025 when they called him out on Project 2025. Research that. He lied to y'all because y'all the only ones bought it. And that's why y'all was quick to vote for him. But watch the many videos of MAGAs who say they regret their vote because of how they losing their jobs and how things are affecting them and their family. And now he want medicine to go up for an elderly? That man ain't nothing but trash. Joseph said hasn't done anything he said he would do. No, because he said on day one, I'm gonna fix this economy. Lied right in y'all face, and he knew y'all would buy it. He know y'all can't think for yourselves. He don't allow you to disagree with him no kind of way. He don't allow it. Because if you disagree with Trump, he's gonna oust you. Fred 8000 said, I never heard any executive order put forward that focuses on lowering prices. You know why you didn't hear that? Because he didn't do none. He ain't thinking about lowering prices. He want to help his billionaire buddies with taxes, tax breaks. That's all it's about. Kelly, some of the stuff made in America, come to find out, is made in China, man. And they bring it over here, put the finishing touches. Better wake up. See, a lot of stuff y'all don't know, man. But it says Toshiba. That's American brand, right? Dirty money. Go Android. Okay. Patriotism is not when you stand with a president. It's when you stand for the country. And that's what a lot of us are doing. We standing for the country and American citizens, man. So Ruby, we appreciate that. That's patriotism. Standing for the American citizens, especially when you got an out-of-control president who acting a fool, sent this man out of the country illegally, and he don't care nothing about him because he not a white person. The judge and the Supreme Court said, man, facilitate to bring him home. And he can't even do that. Kelly, you go look for something. We've been naming stuff all the time. Go get off of this live and go look for you look for it, because it's there. Cam to go to said, Drewby, we stand for our citizens, not billionaires. And that's a fact. Listen, man, Caleb, for you, we got the most incompetent administration ever. Y'all try to glide over. Remember, they just accidentally leaked classified wartime, top secret stuff. That's your administration. This is the most incompetent. So don't talk about incompetence. That's Trump and his administration. But y'all don't want to talk about that. They on Facebook talking about war stuff on an app called Signal, an app that you and I can download. These clowns on Facebook talking about wartime plans. Hey, anybody who asks about the plans that she had, you go back and look at it. Right now, stay on topic about this president. Trump acceptance rate is not no 79%, man. See how Fox News lie to y'all? Conservative radio lie to y'all? That's why they say it's a cult. Y'all under a cult. Y'all under this deep spell, and no matter what, y'all gonna go with it. But guess what? I'm staying on topic. China is smacking Trump around like a rag doll. He got not a chance to win, and he know it. If he's so bad, put tariffs on everything in China. But he can bully people here. He can discriminate against people in this country, his own American citizens. He can mistreat people and send them out of the country illegally. I don't support that at all. Ace said his rate is lower than Zelensky. Cam to go to said at least she had a college degree, unlike Trump, and isn't a failed businessman. Listen, his resume cannot compare nothing to her resume. Not only a college degree, her resume runs circles around him. No, Pelly said, told him just leave already. Thank you. Would he leave? Jeff, because we got a president who that's what he is. That's why the majority of his cabinet is white people. He is a white supremacist. That's why he support white supremacy. That's why he led the white supremacists to bum rush the Capitol. And then turn around, after they done beat people up and stormed offices, he turned around and pardoned 1,600 of them. So don't keep asking me why, how, and we keep telling y'all every day, but y'all want to believe what you want to believe. He's a buddy with the leader of the Klans, David Dukes. Don't you tell me about how it is. I don't see anything, because you don't want to see anything. Everything he do to you is good. He got lots of plans. Listen, his plan is for you to stay where you at, for the rich to get richer, and you stay where you at, and keep following him blindly. That's the plan. Because he know y'all can't think for yourselves. That's why they want to destroy. That's really why they want to knock out the Department of Education. Because he like, these MAGAs? Dumb as a brick? We need to destroy the Department of Education. Because y'all go for anything. Showing that you can't think critically. Hill said, don't talk about which you don't know. Okay. Y'all do research before you come on here, because I know I do a lot of research, a whole lot of research. But anyway, I'm Iron Man 125 for Tariffs. Right. Actually, Trump got 145. It was 125. He put it up to 145 on China. But then he backpedaled and he took out iPhones. He took out tablets, and computers. Because he know realistically he can't win. And then if he would have kept them in, the stock market would have went down even further. But China put 125 on the United States in retaliation. Hills, instead of trying to talk about somebody, bring something to the table. Or why are you here? You can't bring nothing to the table. And I know you probably hurt because you see the one you voted for is wrong for the country, and it's evident. Not only do they see this in America, but they see this in the world. They laughing at him. First of all, they laughing at Donald Trump. They laughing at the country, and they especially laughing at MAGA because they like, y'all can't see? Are y'all insane? Is it insanity? Keep doing the same thing and want something different? Cam to go that says, he's got to go. Thank you. Fredro 8009 said 125% tariffs is crazy. Carlos Man said, let's talk about all the good things Biden did. Listen, man, Biden did for the farmers. He did a thing for the farmers where the farmers get money from that. And guess what? Trump is turning around and taking that. So everybody talk about Sleepy Joe and this and that. He did do some good. But I ain't got no time on this to be telling them this, because no matter what, they're going to think and believe how they think because they under the spell. Marlon back. What's up? Carlos Meadows said, sounds like Biden. Okay. Fred 8009 said the prices for kid toys are going to rise because of these tariffs. Yeah. Them Tonka toys, they come from China. Remember them Tonka trucks and all the Tonka products from China? The Care Bears from China. Fireworks, if y'all gonna be lighting them fireworks, from China. There's a whole bunch more. Y'all come on here and say victim. No victim, man. My life is good. I'm celebrating. But I know y'all getting what you asked for. And behind closed doors, y'all know y'all made a mistake. But your pride won't let you admit it. Listen, Trump and his whole administration are DEI hires. Y'all don't even know what DEI is, man. Like it's a bad word. Let's separate them. Diversity. What's wrong with diversity? Equity. What is wrong with equity? Inclusion. But he got y'all so tricked, you want to point fingers, try to point at a black person. He's DEI or she's DEI. And Cam to go to say your 401k is 201k because of Trump. And thank you. But he going to get a pass, man. They going to give him a pass. They going to give him a pass. Charles B said, what's going on with the 5,000 stimulus check? Hey, he lied. That was another big lie. All Trump do is lie. And he'll say things to try to trigger his approval rating. So that's all that's about. But guess what? He helped his billionaires make money now. And he got y'all saying, well, tomorrow, next year, he's going to do this. Trump ain't got no plans to help nobody but his billionaire buddies. That's it in itself. 26 million. And listen though too, he always talk about back to blue and this and that, but when the people that stormed the Capitol, they beat up police and he still pardoned them, right? And he always talk about the military, but he ain't got no love for the military. They sent 4 dead soldiers from Lithuania over here to America, but he went golfing. Why? So he can write them millions for his hotel. That's his golf course. So he writing himself a check. That's waste and fraud. But they don't see that though. Marky Dan, the historian, thank you for sharing that. They ain't gonna talk about that. Dirty money, he did take it. He took it from taxpayers. So they're still taking money from you, dirty money. Listen, Carlos, do your own research. He got programs. He ask your farmers. You know any farmers? And they'll tell you what. I'm going to just leave it with that one thing. Ask the farmers what kind of benefit did Biden give them. Since you know so much, start with your farmers. I know you know a farmer, and he'll tell you. He said 2 genders matter shirt. Okay. Joseph, tell one thing that Don the Con did. They can't name one thing. They can't name one thing, not realistically. Oh, he locked people up. He mistreat people. He wanted them to stop teaching black history. He wanted to cut funding for certain historical black colleges. I'm not going to keep doing this every day, man. Y'all look it for yourself. Because no matter what we say, y'all still supporting. No, gas is not cheaper than last year, man. That's a lie from Pits of Hell. Where you get your gas from? Only way it's cheaper if you get it from China. Because guess what? China is smacking Trump around like a Raggedy Ann doll. Y'all gonna keep lying for this man, though. Be real, man. Marky Dan, that's what it is waste and fraud. The $8 billion a day that Elon Musk got is a conflict of interest, waste and fraud. This is gonna be one of the biggest money grabs of any presidency in history. The biggest money grab. Survivor 101 said, you look like a youth pastor turned politician. I'm not a politician, man. I'm an American citizen, though. A said, I mean, Doge failed if we spending more, not less. And people know we spending more. But they can't, we under administration, they not going to admit that they wrong. I don't care if the country cave in, they're going to blame it on Obama. Obama did it. Sleepy Joe did it. It was Harris. So we under, that's why we say they're incompetent. They don't know what they're doing, man. They're not responsible for the American people because they can't, you can't, as my man said, you can't name one thing Trump has done for the American people. Not one. Listen, Niner Mania, no. I watch world news. I watch so many news, and if anything I see, I'm going to, verify it through other news sources too. So I'm not just caught up in one network. But y'all are with Fox and conservative radio. But why? Because they tickle your ears. They make it seem like you're winning when you're really losing. Margot, what is it? Margot DeLisa, we have to stand up against Trump and his oligarchs. Exactly. Ain't no democracy, talking about rights and all that. That stuff will be gone soon if we don't stand up against this clown President Trump. Thank you for sharing that. Tell the truth to save his life. Cam Nagoda said, which is everything, because he can't tell the truth to save his life. Zach, I'm not a victim, man. I never came here and said I'm a victim. So y'all use these words, these trigger words to try to get people to stop talking. I'm no victim. God is good. I'm good. Life is good. I'm thankful. But guess what? This president that used to bully people, especially his own American citizens, man. They used to bullying, especially Americans who don't look like them. But guess what? China ain't playing no games with him. Joseph O's, what's happening? Fuel was 175 during Trump's last term. Gas gonna go up over time anyway. What are you talking about? Trump was given one of the best economies twice. He was given the best economy under Obama, and then even this time, if y'all care to check it, you want to check the numbers because people can lie, but guess what? Numbers don't lie. He was given one of the best economies even recently. Y'all crying about the price of eggs. Y'all should be really crying now. But you know, y'all give him a pass. Bobby Check said, God bless America. That's right. Any excuse, man. Any excuse. A said, Kelly, they have treatments for schizophrenia. Okay. We ain't even talking about found guilty, because this man was found guilty of 34 felonies, man. We ain't even talking about that. And y'all look the other way, abusing women. Y'all look the other way. So it's no help. I don't want to convince y'all about nothing. I'm just here speaking the truth, man. Let's talk about open borders and how that affected us. What we're talking about now is these tariffs, man. That's going to hurt our pockets directly. More than any immigrant that's going to hurt you, because they ain't doing nothing to you. They over here trying to survive like you and me when it really boils down to it. But Trump teaches hate. He wants you to hate minorities. He wants you to hate LGBT community people. He just teaches hate. That's what he does. But I don't hate none of them, man. I got love for all people, unlike how Trump and them preaches and teaches. Ace Ventura said, I live on the border. Nothing changed. See, these people get on here. He shut down the border. Because all y'all do is lie. Just drink the juice that he giving you. The lies. Continue to drink the lies that he give you. Alvin Kirby said, make this go viral. Yo, man, listen, man. If you have not done it, go and subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. And share this, man, so we can get it out. Because we talking about it, man. Anybody that was living check to check under Joe is living check to check now. Trump ain't did nothing to help nobody, man. So stop with your lies, dirty money. Joseph said, screw that 401. We ain't going to say that, man. That's their retirement. They're going to live off of that. But you get what you voted for. Cam the Goat said Jesus need to help us because a false prophet is in our White House. And he says he know God and Jesus. What Jesus or God does he know? Doing this kind of stuff. God don't hate anyone. And this man Trump. Listen, Carlos, no matter how you spin it, Kamala Harris was intelligent. It's the people you got in there now is incompetent. They asked Trump, they said, Trump, did you hear about the 4 Americans that's missing in Lithuania? You been briefed on that? Trump's response was, no, I ain't hear nothing about it. Either two things happened. Either he was lying like he do all the time, or he just incompetent. Nobody told him that we had Americans, and at that time they were missing for 12 hours. Same thing with the chat. The news reporter said, What happened with the leak? He said, I haven't been briefed on it. Either he's doing two things. He lying, or they just incompetent. And it's probably a mixture of both. Y'all want to talk about everything but what's happening right now. Tell Trump to bring that man back to America who he illegally kidnapped and sent to El Salvador to a dangerous prison. Tell that man to do that. If he's any type of human, he was just told by the U.S. Supreme Court that he picked most of them. They told him bring that man back. See how he loved people, how godly he is on this. Y'all want to pick and choose. Let's see if he be godly with somebody who's not white. Be godly. Do the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Cam Nagoda said he hates middle-class people. Big Sexy talking crazy. Listen, man. Dirty Money, he denied knowing about Project 2025. Go pull up the old interviews, man. But I'm not here to convince you of none of that, man, because I know y'all got your mind made up before y'all even hear the truth. Y'all got your mind made up before you hear the truth. That's why other countries is laughing at us, man. And then they looking at Americans. Hope they don't think we all think like y'all. They're like, what are y'all doing? Following this clown. Can you not see? But y'all got your eyes closed. No, y'all can't see. Marky Dan said GTA 6, Trump is crashing the economy, and this man giving his opinion is the problem. Right. I'm the problem, but he the one crashing it. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for sharing that, man. Donald Trump's ruined his country, my friend. Okay. Listen, Kelly, there's a lot of videos. But like I said, it's nothing we can tell y'all. Y'all are hopeless at this point. Some of y'all. And it would take for something to happen directly to you before you come out and speak against this. There's plenty of videos, man. These are real videos, real people who supported Trump. Some of them was MAGA. They were hardcore. And they'll tell you, listen, this one, she lost her federal jobs. Because what Trump doing, he not saying, oh, are you Democrat or Republican, or are you MAGA? He don't know. He just destroying the country, and it's going to affect Republicans, it's going to affect Democrats, and it's going to affect independents. And people who don't even vote, it's going to affect them too. So check that out, Kelly. How y'all put words in my mouth? I never said who was great, but I know she was a better choice than him. You see what he doing, or you, oh, I forgot. You in the car, you can't see, you got your eyes closed. Okay, I get it. Then Ace Ventura said, post the pic of Biden on the beach. Trump has been golfing 1/3 of his entire presidency. And this is the thing. He doing it as his golf course. And he writing a check to himself. So when he golfing, that's a money grab for him. That's why he do it so much. Thank you for sharing that, Ace. Mike said, you can't reason with cult followers. Carlos still talking about Biden, and we got a clown right now destroying the country. We ain't got time to talk about them. We got to talk about this clown right now. So let's see both sides. I know what we're saying right now, man. It don't look good. It don't look good. All the economists are saying it. Trump people behind closed doors are saying it. Sophie's said, like sheep. Fred 8009, The only work Trump has done regarding lowering prices is putting tariffs on every country and yelling at the Treasury to lower interest rates. Yeah. See, his thing is about manipulation. He don't believe in, stuff working the right way, doing the right thing. He want to manipulate and big boy stuff. But see, he done ran up on China and he getting smacked around and the world can see it like a Raggedy Ann doll. They smacking him around like he need to be. He needs to humble himself. If he humble himself, things may can get right. But he's so arrogant. Let me skip that. He ain't talking about that. Somebody said Trump 2025. Trump deranged syndrome. See, you got that off of Fox News. See how y'all follow that stuff? Y'all, listen, man, it's sad. But y'all gonna look back later on yourselves and y'all gonna be like, man, that was me. I was a Trumpette. I was a MAGA. I was in this court. Like Jim Jones, he took the people and he said, drink this juice. Y'all drinking the juice now. Only thing, they unalive themselves. They done drunk the juice and unalive themselves, man. It's sad. But this who y'all continue to support, more power to you. But guess what? We all, when we go grocery shopping, we all gonna pay the price, them high prices. And you can lie and say, no, mines were cheaper because you want to make your president look good. Man, this man tearing up the country, man. Listen, Cam the Ghost said Trump even paid people for his votes. OFC, he wouldn't expose them. Listen, when they did the Florida, the special elections, Elon Musk said, give you $1 million. He gave out $1 million checks. I think he did either 10 or 20 million of them. 20 of them, which would be 20 million. So yeah, that's buying votes. Nobody's talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. And then he still lost the Supreme Court vote. But he won the two special elections in Florida. He won those, but the Supreme Court for that state, he lost. Dirty money. If you want the truth, you come here, man. I ain't stuck on race, but if race got something to do with it, I speak on that. It's about the truth. People say all on race. It's about the truth, man. It's about the truth. Know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Ace Ventura said Kenta is the closest. Okay. Sounds like nothing. Y'all be messed up. I'm bringing y'all back in. What about these Trump tariffs and how he tearing up this country? Says you want to keep talking about, what Kamala, what Sleepy Joe, Obama, Bill Clinton. Talk about this clown president, man. That's what we need to stay focused on. Talk about this clown president, Hank Brown. More incompetent than Sleepy Joe. Yes, he is. That man ain't got a clue. He in over his head, and we gonna see it. We seeing it, not gonna see it. We seeing it now. Dirty money that they was bombing Yemen. When they you said Hamas, it was Yemen. One Love said, I take it you're not a Trump supporter. No way. No way, Jose. Are they mad because we found out what they were doing on the law? Yeah. Yeah, Tom, it said Fox themselves said in court they are an entertainment show, not a news show. Yeah, they were sued for $700 million for spewing out fake news. But that's what they listen to. A lot of them, that's what they listen to. Fox News or conservative radio. And if you notice, Trump always try to do his interviews on Fox News because he feel like he can control them. Hank said, we voted, bro. Yeah, you voted, but you probably made the wrong vote. And it's okay to make a mistake. It's okay to make a mistake. Boy, y'all keep coming up with lies and lies. I know because you get it from your master, because you can't think for yourselves. You get it from him. I don't blame y'all, man. I blame him because y'all can't think for yourselves. So any ignorance y'all come on here and display, I don't even blame y'all. I blame him because he don't know no better. And if he don't know no better, how can y'all know any better? Because you can't think for yourselves. Margot said Putin was laughing at Trump on his TV online with his oligarchs. You do not know Trump was waiting for talking to Putin 8 hours. Listen, if you have not done it, go and subscribe to the channel. Victor. If you have not done it, go and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video, man. As I say, I thank y'all. Joseph, yes, sir. Appreciate you. Tell it like it is. Going to do that. That's what I do. That's what I do. And one thing I do is study. I know a lot of these MAGA people, they don't do that because they're relying on Fox News, which y'all just said was an entertainment thing. But I don't blame y'all, man. Y'all don't know. There's no way you can know better unless you open your eyes and read a book, read a magazine, do some real research, man. But today, Trump is getting smacked around like a Raggedy Ann doll, man. He's bad for this country, and it's evident. Y'all continue to drink that Kool-Aid. Anybody got any last thoughts or comments? Mike Will said, game over. Free Black History said, you ain't human if you vote for Trump. What he should have said. Hey, anybody got any last thoughts or comments, man? Any last thoughts or comments? If you have not done it, go and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Like I said, Trump is losing this tariff war with China. He done barked up the wrong tree, and he getting smacked around like a Raggedy Ann doll. He's bad for America. He's bad for Americans. He's only out to help his billionaire buddies, man. He's only out to help his billionaire buddies. Man, I thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the continued support. Until next time, man, y'all be safe. Peace.